Leonardo is a celebrity. No, no.
What do you think about the conference?
Love it.
Hi, I'm here on a beautiful beach in Nice, France. I love vlogs, and I never had the courage to make one, and I decided recently that I should also make one, and maybe not only one, because I really love filming and taking photos wherever I go. Oj, Kjell! There's a rat! So I thought to share some of these things. Like, for example, this video is about economic history. I asked one of my ex-supervisors to talk a bit about economic history, and then I recently been to an economic history conference in Paris, so you will see some of the researchers there talking about their work, their topics in economic history, and also the dinner organized for us there, a cruise on the Seine, which was very nice. This is a very nice park in Odense, and there's the Hans Christian Andersen. Yeah, it's very nice.
Okay, so my name is Paul Schaap. I'm Professor of Economic History at the University of Southern Denmark. Christina has asked me to talk about what economic history is. Economic history is basically the study of the past using the tools of economics. So we look at all sorts of different problems. So in general terms, you could say this is about, most of us are looking at topics like why it is the case that some countries are richer and other countries are poorer. And there could be all sorts of different reasons for this. This could be something to do with the institutions they have. It could be access to technologies. It could be to do with the trade regime. It could be to do with the monetary system. It could be all sorts of different things. But basically, this is what we're trying to explain. Why some countries are richer and other countries are poorer. But of course, when we're working, we're normally looking at something very specific. And in my research, I look at the development of Denmark. So I'm based in Denmark, and so this kind of makes sense for me. In particular, I look at what happened in Danish agriculture. And then you might wonder why agriculture is particularly interesting to look at. But if you think about it, not so long ago, pretty much everyone was working in agriculture. So if you want to understand development, then you have to understand what happened with agriculture. And Denmark is interesting in this context because Denmark, first of all, developed very, very rapidly from the end of the 1800s. And it also developed very much through agriculture. And this makes it rather different from what many people think of when they think about economic development, because normally they would immediately think about industrialization and how you become an industrialized town or city or country. And you think about the English Industrial Revolution, this sort of thing. But in Denmark, it was actually very much based on agriculture and particularly based on dairying. And in Denmark, from the late 1800s, for some reason, suddenly lots of butter factories started appearing all over the country, and this played a large part in making Denmark the rich and successful country it is today. And a lot of my research is about trying to understand why and how that development happened, and maybe also what developing countries today can learn from this experience so that they can maybe emulate Denmark's success.
What did you think about the conference, and what did you present? Very big, lots of crowds right now, but very vibrant. That's nice.
Exciting news yesterday, so very nice.
You are also one.
Leonardo is a celebrity. No.
What did you present?
I presented a paper on the typhoid epidemic in a Finnish city in 1916. You might ask why. We have exceptional data that enables us to control for things related to housing, aspects of housing and behavior, self-reported behavior, which is quite unusual, so we're able to do a more thorough analysis and control for more things than usual.
That sounds interesting. What about you? What did you present?
I presented a paper on specialization in agriculture. We have outstanding data as well. I think everyone here has outstanding data. And I presented this here, and I had a small but very, very qualified audience, and I was highly happy.
Like coffee breaks is the best part of the conference actually. I saw your presentation, so your presentation was one of the best.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
What did you present? What did you present?
I presented the first day, then presented my paper about surfing in Russia and
I think it was great. I mean, it's a very new style for the European Historical Economics Conference to include also a lot of historians. So I think that we learned a lot from their comments in the attempt to build up a big database about European economic history. So I liked it very much.
What did you present?
I presented myself work on the long-run violence and the elite human capital formation in the Middle East and comparisons with European developments. So tracing the greatest divergence in world economic history, which is basically the divergence between the Middle East and Europe.
I presented two papers, one on the occupational structure in Italy before the unification, one on interurban transaction cost in pre-modern Europe.
So it's my current research on colonial Indonesia, like forced labor and state capacity in colonial Indonesia from about 1870 to 1940. So that's what I present.
Did you get good comments?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a very nice park actually. It's a very nice building as well. We sit there in the breaks, during the breaks. Hello! Tem o alto barco acolo. Se può da tutto un Eiffel. Ääne. Niin kuin minä. So I hope you liked my video, and see you in the... Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching the video, and see you